Alright, sorry about that. Hello everyone, welcome to Lego Batman the video game. Episode 6. Hope everyone's doing alright tonight. Let me just... I'm trying something slightly different with my, with my stream setup. Now where were we? Yes, we were on this one. Alright. Let's... Actually, let's perform an icy reception. Scientist specializing in... Oh, let's turn on our extras. Beep beep, no. Fabric detector. And fast build. Probably should also have bought immune to freeze before this. But oh well. Right. Alright, there's the first one down. Yeah. We just got a little bit of a... I see. God, I'm not gonna make that joke again. Anyways, yeah, we're just currently playing through the entirety of the Lego Batman video game, trying to 100% it. So as soon as we complete a level, we just move on to the next. This one is going to be slightly different. We're going to also have to get 100%ing it done, you know? Poison Ivy. Although I think Jervis Touch also. Or not Jervis Touch. The Mad Hatter can also jump, double jump, basically. Or jump high. Or whatever it is in this game. What is it? What is it for this one? Control setup. Character toggle down is left. One. Yeah, you can jump high. Oop. He's got a little propeller in his hat. That one was easy, you know? Oh, how do I do that one? Just jump. Get it, you know? Alright, let's see here. this person. I'm gonna mind control him into letting me in. 12 out. Oop! We're gonna have to get 100%ing the stud count here, which I just, you know, is usually easier the second time around, so. Then I can just bomb down, and no, nothing. Where is it? Oh, there it is. We've brought Mr. Freeze to stop Mr. Freeze. If anyone knows how to do it, it'll be him. And I believe this was the level that introduced the magnets here, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's been a little bit since we've, you know, played it the first time, but... Oh, yeah, it's definitely the one that introduced the magnets here, I believe. Because this is the second, this is the second level in the game, or at least in this one, in the Batman thing, so, like, you know, it would make sense for them to introduce it here, if they're gonna introduce it anyway, you know? Blow this up. No, alright, we're gonna need the second one, which is where? Probably right here. Alright, let's go and... let's blow this up. Figure this puzzle out, you know? Yep, there we go. I do like that one, honestly. It's kind of a fun one. How are we doing on our percentages? Come on, jump back. that one twice. And then we're good to go. Penguin. That's not exactly what I wanted, but okay. The penguin must stop. Must stop the Riddler and Mr. Freeze before hyperinflation sets in. I mean, what's good when robbing everyone if you can't actually make ends meet on it? Now I'm remembering why I struggled so much in getting these studs. There's no hand protection here, or handrails here. That's an OSHA violation. The Goon Union will hear about unsafe working conditions. Mr. Freeze will have to pay a fortune to OSHA. Actually, that's an interesting point. That's an interesting thought. Which Batman villains will actively give their people a W-2 or comply with OSHA? I think it would actually be a lot more of them than, like, you would think, who would give a W-2 at least. Complying with OSHA, on the other hand, okay, he's just stuck. Complying with OSHA, on the other hand, that one's more up in the air, in my opinion. So she is literally just Batman, but female. Or, I mean, it might just be a Poison Ivy only thing. That was all. No, Catwoman can also do it, so. Yeah. So she's just a Batman palette swap, basically. One of you has to be unstuck. Oh. Is that all that does? That's, I don't know, disappointing, I think. Ooh, yeah, these ones are really good for getting your studs. Looks like the next one we need is in there, which is a strength-based one. up. Break. Rebuild. I'm actually not very good at speed building in real life. Well, I mean, thanks. Saves me the trouble of getting you over here. I like how his helmet is just disappearing in glass. Sometimes they have like weird coding things, and it's fun. I love like weird coding things that are just like, yeah, because Victor Freeze's helmet is made out of glass, it vanishes when behind other pieces of glass. I love things like that, you know? They're very fun to me. Let's get across. And get Nightwing up. It's Batgirl and Nightwing. Looks like it's Poison Ivy goes through here. I plant a bomb. Alright, looks like we got 2 more to get. Then we've done everything in here. Quack, 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 quack. I still hate these things, but I'm not having as much trouble this time around. Penguin, please. Stay on the thing. Penguin! Oh, okay. It's wanting to run the person up the stairs so they can hop on the other thing. Okay, fine. Why you can't just let me do that? I don't know. Alright, remember, these sink really, really fast. You know what? There's an easier method of doing this. There's one. And there's 2. Now Nightwing climbs up. Ourselves a raise. inch our way. And mini kit complete. I believe we got everything, so save and exit. That was easy. Fast batarangs. Superhero, free play. Studs. Mini kits. Let's see what we get. I believe it's an ice cream. Yep, it just looks like ice cream. An orange pop. I think that's what it is called. I was thinking of specifically. Alright, and one's done. 21 minutes. Nice. Let's go and unlock our extra that we got. Not much. What's up with you? I'm trying out a new stream layout. Let me know what you think. Might be a little weird for the people who are actually here. Just chilling. That's respectable. I was just like, basically with it, I was just like, what is the one thing that I wish streamers would do more often when they like release like a video? Oh, show the actual like chat so that we can understand what they're responding to, you know? So I figured I'd do that, you know? Come here, Nightwing. Actually, let's do Alfred in this next one. What's this next one? Leave this. Yep, it's a poisonous appetite. So, where's Alfred? There's Alfred. I know he's not very useful, but we got Alfred anyways. Robin and his magnets, or attracts it, sorry. So that way we can attract the stuff for that one over there, or that attracting thing over there. Receptacle? I don't know what they're called. Or what I call them, you know? One there. Smash up the carrots. Although I'm not seeing a specific arrow that indicates that we actually have to do anything there. Let's just check it out and see. You know, better safe than sorry. That was... no, I'm playing it on a PC. Yeah. I mean, I kind of wish I had a console. I find controllers easier for me, personally, to use. But I don't, so... You know, I make do with what I got. Just throw that one. Oh, how come I don't have a console? Well, I do have a console, it just doesn't have this game on it, you know? It is the PS4. Yeah, so it's... Unfortunately, it doesn't have consoles for a lot of games I want to stream, you know? And also, I find it easier to just stream from... I haven't tried streaming from a console before, so... Because I have a pretty decent, gaming laptop that I use. So, like, you know, it kind of comes down to it. Did you see the Batman Part 2 got... Oh, that's such a shame. It was actually a good movie. The Batman, I mean. But I mean, there's like two parts to that where it's like, in one part I'm like, that's a downright shame. I really wanted to see that movie sooner rather than later. And on the other part, I'm like, they're trying to make it the best they can, you know? So, we shouldn't, you know, rush them as much. I heard one person put it this way, where it's like, if it's going to take a long time to make, they're usually making it well. Yeah. Like, unless, you know, it ends up in production hell like Duke Nukem or whatever. In which case, it probably won't be as good. Let's get heat suit on, pass through it, turn off that, plant the plants. Okay, how long do I have to do this for? Okay, a while. Got it. Oh boy. Sometimes they just have like the most ridiculous ones where it's like you gotta wait for like ever to get a mini kit. But yeah, no. I mean, I can see how it's like, yeah, he's gonna be 40 and stuff, which won't make much sense if they're gonna be doing it. Yeah, it was great, like, it was like really, really good in my opinion. one person put it as we saw like a ton of Batman content that was really good during the era of the animated series and stuff. And then, like, we ended up seeing nothing for a while. That was actually really good. Or, like, I mean, that felt truly like a Batman movie, you know? Or a Batman TV show, or, you know, whatever. That's how, like, one person put it. And I'm like, I kind of agree, kind of don't, you know? Where it's like, yeah, the, Nolan, the Nolan Batmans are really good, but, at the same time, they just partially struggle to feel like Batman movies instead of just crime drama. The Batman the Animated. It's really good. I actually have it on DVD. It's like really, really good. For most people, that is what a good Batman really feels like. That version of Batman is like one of the most traditional, classical versions of Batman that has come out, really, in like a long time. It's the same Batman that's in, if you've seen Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, it's the same Batman, canonically. So, like, if you like those, you'll probably really like, I do know that Mark Hamill, yeah. He voices him in all but Arkham Origins, and I do not know why he doesn't voice him in Arkham Origins. Like, some people are... I've noticed some people complain about Arkham Origins, and I really don't understand exactly why they're complaining about it. It's a pretty good game, you know, all things considered. It has some bugs, but most games have bugs, unfortunately, you know? Like, that's one of the things that I've seen, like, a lot of people online talk about. Where it's like, whether or not a buggy launch to a game is a very bad sign or just, like, a normal thing that happens. You know? And I lean more towards the, it's just something that's going to happen, like, bugs are going to get through playtesters. Like, if you look at the Stanley Parable, a very good game that didn't have a lot of bugs, it still had one major bug where you could leap off the ledge of the mind control facility and stuff. And, like, they really couldn't, they either couldn't or didn't fix that with Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition, where they just made an ending. Alright. Let's get up here. Yeah, but... And, you know, I guess. It's kind of what you gonna do kind of thing, you know, in my opinion. Where's Robin Dive suit? There he is. Mini kit. How many more mini kits are there left to get? 4 more mini kits, which one is linked to those carrots. Up here, which we're going to have to bust our way into getting, apparently. I'm always kind of like, in most Batman games, Batman commits a ton, like especially the Lego Batman games, Batman commits a ton of public property destruction. Mark Hamill also did the voice for... Oh, really? I've not seen the regular show. I've heard... I haven't really heard anything about it either. So I can't be like, oh, I've heard good things, but like, I've heard basically nothing. The regular show is hilarious. I might have to try and give it a watch, you know? I have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's really good. I tried watching Legend of Korra a little, because my boyfriend really likes that show, and I just could not deal with it is the wrong word, but it felt less fun, you know, than Avatar. Yeah, and like, you know, I was just like, I'm kind of not into that for this, at least. Like, it's not a bad show, no hate to anything, it's just, me personally, it's not what I was looking for. Like a Legend of, in like an Avatar show. Or at least, actually my mom put it better, because we tried to watch it together. It felt too modern, if that makes sense, you know? Like the societal problems they were dealing with were basically modern problems. Instead of just, you know, a more fantastical one. Yeah, a lot of time did pass. So, like, I can't really say anything to that effect of, like, oh, you know, like, it should feel the exact same. Because it shouldn't, you know? That would just kind of be boring. This one. Alright. Are you going to give me something actually useful or just money? Just money. Okay. I haven't watched it, but I have actually heard not good things, but moderate things about it, you know? How do I do this one? Oh, there we go. And we are done. It's way better than the other. Yeah. Yeah. I heard that one was really troubled and bad. Why do you get Two-Face's car from that? Like, that isn't even Poison Ivy related. It was an abomination. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Alright. Alright, I believe there's just one more. And it's this one. Let's go with Raw. Let's go with Nightwing. Alright, come on. There we go. I haven't seen it, so I'm just like, you know, I can't really speak much to it, but I have indeed heard it was an abomination against, a sin against everything. I might have to try it, you know? Although I don't have Nickelodeon or Netflix, so that would be rather hard for me to try it. Right now, at least. this move just looks like you're grabbing them with chopsticks. Or something, you know? How do I trigger this? Go away. No? Alright. I used to watch... Yeah, Nickelodeon was actually really good. I used to watch some Nickelodeon shows, you know? Not a ton of them. Ah, there we go. Now we just push. My favorite was SpongeBob and Avatar. Yeah, I never really caught Avatar when I was very young. But I caught it when it was on Netflix, so... back when I had Netflix, you know? Oh, I have watched SpongeBob. SpongeBob was very fun, and then it got a little weirder when it was older, you know. Well, a little weirder is an understatement. It got very weird when it started getting older, you know. The first three. I would concur, yeah. Yeah, they're on Amazon Prime Video or whatever. And I can rewatch them there, so it's like, ah, yes. The first three. Yeah, I just don't like that they made SpongeBob much dumber in the later seasons. It's not just that kind of bugs me about, like, SpongeBob, you know, in, like, the later seasons. It's a lot of stuff in the later seasons. It got weirder, it got grosser. They made Patrick more of a jerk. It was a lot. I'm finding all of the and there I can move up with a tall jumper. Although they did confirm that Patrick has a license to kill, which is, I don't know why they confirmed that, but they did. Patrick is mean, and Squidward is even meaner. Yeah, like, the first... That's pretty much how, like, it sums up what I feel about, like, the later seasons. Like, some of them are... like, the early later seasons, you know? Some of them are still fun and good. But the more recent stuff, no. Not in my opinion, you know? There we go. 13 out of 25. Got him. Now to vacuum up my spoils. Patrick is my favorite character. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. That really is fair, you know? I need to figure out, like... Do I need a motorcycle? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Yeah. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Do instruments of torture count? Honestly, Plankton is like one of my favorite characters as well. It's just at first he's just like a goofy little guy, and then like he's established to be this threatening menace to society. And like I just kind of find that funny. What am I missing on this? Nope. Yeah, like he really is, you know? Especially in the early seasons. So it's not that. Is it that I have to put all 3 cast trucks on here? It's like the... Yeah. I'm gonna look it up. And the video game. GN, come on. Armored truck. Oh, okay. I see what I have to do. There we go. And there we go. Just slide him off into the abyss. And hopefully he does. Yep, he won't respond there. Alright. Squiggle, squiggle. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Alright. Up. And climb over. And up. And there we go. Nightwing. I like how Nightwing climbs it. He basically just Naruto runs his way up. Yeah, but, we got Two-Face here, which we got punch until he runs. Hop, 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 and hop over here. Let's go. Yeah, Squidward, I don't know, he just kind of feels like the universe hates him. You know? The only time he ever gets something slightly good, in like, especially in the early seasons, is when he's going up against Squilliam. Finally purple. Yeah, that's the only time I remember him getting something good, you know? There. Oops. out of here, Mr. Freeze. There we go. Done with this one as well. That took slightly longer than I was thinking it would. Mainly because I could not figure out that one mini kit. Slam unlocked. Alrighty. Well, that one's done. Let me get some water. Now, should I just go and do... I'll just go into the penguin one next after I go and check out the mini kit. Or not the mini kit. The extras. Hey boy cat. Slam is a suit upgrade. I kind of like how they have suit upgrades and stuff. You know, it kind of makes it makes it a little fun. There we go. That is all the way done with what we have. And now on to the penguin missions. Power Craze Penguin. Let's go. Why does Gotham have so much toxic waste in it? These are the questions that we must ask, especially this version of Gotham. Oh wow, that is a lot of mannequins. Robin, quit fooling around in the water. You got a task to do. You gotta visit that next mini kit. carrot one. There's two. Now we just gotta find three. That's cool. That was really fun. Was that like a retro cinema or something like that? I know there are a couple of those were out near where I live. Or was this back when it got released? So then I can call you old. A few days ago, so it was a retro one. Sorry, I misread. So I guess I can't call you old after all. It was released last Friday. Oh. That's cool. I did not know that. Shows how in touch with everything I am. I'm surprised my sister, I imagine my sister did go. She really loves that one. I live in the middle of a field, okay? There is a difference. Like, that difference is a little minute, but you know. Yeah, but like, I'm also not joking about living in the field. My next door neighbor is a farmer. Actually, technically, my next door neighbor is dead, so yeah. But the neighbor behind me is a farmer. Yeah. Fair. I mean, like, I think even people who dislike the original trilogy agree that it was the best one of them. Even agree that is a really good one. Alright, how do I do that one? Well, I mean, we've talked at length about the Disney trilogy and my opinions on it, so yeah. Force Awakens was the only good one. I mean, yeah, pretty much. That's fair. I mean, I watched Solo, and that one wasn't the worst imaginable movie. Like, the most damning thing you can say about Solo is probably the best thing you can say about Solo. It's exactly what you'd expect from a Han Solo origin story. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad generic movie. It's just a generic movie. How do I get this? Rogue One was actually really good, yeah. Gonna look it up. There she goes again. Fairly certain it's number 5. The dumpster out of the way. You then proceed. Yeah, my family does like a marathon of like of the Star Wars movies like almost every year. But we just don't do, you know, we just don't do the new trilogy, you know? That's what I was missing. Yeah, that's the... Honestly, that's the sad part about it, you know? Like, I'm a huge Star Wars fan and nerd. Like, stuff. My sister recently, tried to pull a thing about, trying to ruin the Star Wars movies with, like, why are the X-Wings called X-Wings when there's no X in the alien alphabet and stuff. And I actually answered the question of why they're called X-Wings. You know? Which is... I mean, it's not sad, it's just kind of, you know... I could have learned so many other things than why are X-Wings called X-Wings. Yeah. Oh well, what you gonna do? No. Although, I will be honest, I did have, like, some extremely fond memories of the prequels well before, those movies came out. So I am biased. Go on. I've always enjoyed the... Yeah, like, that's, like, something I've mentioned before on here, and is my opinion on it. Where it's just, like... He should not have been given complete control of the dialogue, because he's just not that good at it, and, like, the reason... And he kind of suffered from some success, because, like, who's gonna tell George Lucas that he's writing Star Wars bad after he wrote the first the first movies, you know? Okay, I will be honest. I have never engaged much with Harry Potter. And honestly, the author has made me want to engage less with it. I read the books more recently, well, most of the books. I read the books when I was like 18, which is probably a bad idea. Yeah, like, you know how I mentioned that I was in a cult? I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter because of the cult when I was a kid. So I have no memories of Harry Potter when I was a kid, you know? Yeah. And like, as a trans person, you know, kind of just makes it feel like I'm not welcome there. Which, like, the community around it is mostly just like, you know, really good and really supportive of trans rights and stuff. It's just J.K. Rowling. But like, you know, there's that little bit of feeling and stuff of like just the creator who made this does not want me around. So like, you know. It's one thing to have your hurtful remark. It's another to make hurtful remarks on, to have your opinion. Yeah, like, that's the thing, you know? It's just like, one of the pieces of advice that I've heard so often is just, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. You know? One moment. Man. Sorry. Sorry, I just had a, person trying to sell bots. I've never seen the movies, actually. That's the other thing that, like, I've experienced with the Harry Potter stuff. Is just the fact that the movies are better, and, like, the books just get not fun, you know? After a little bit. I think I decided that I was done with them in my read of them when I was like 18 at the Half-Blood Prince. So like, you know. Though I do really want to read the books because they contain a whole lot of detail. Yeah, they really do, but I just really haven't engaged that much with, like, Harry Potter in general. Especially when I was young, because of the cult thing. But, I do actually have the Lego Harry Potter games, and I'm gonna play through them. When I get there, you know? I have heard... I've also heard that they're going to make Snape black, which seems an interesting choice, let's say. Because, like, a major bit of the story is Harry Potter going, I don't like him, he's evil, and no reason is really given. Aside from, my dad didn't like him. You know? Which just really feels a little weird. Like, it has potential, but they have to be careful. You know? And, like, my opinion on, recasting a character's race is, like, you have to do it carefully and respectfully. You know? Like, if you go too hard too fast and stuff with it, where it's like, it doesn't make sense for this character to be X race. Like, for example, a character whose entire shtick is, being, yeah, yeah, like, that's the other thing. Come on. Did I get it? No, I did not. Alright. Okay. So you're telling me... No. No. Oh. You're talking about that casting black Snape, you know, going to it. Yeah, like... That wasn't what I was saying, and I thought that was what you were saying I was saying. But, yeah, no. It definitely... I mean, they already have basically a wizard Nazi running around. Like, it's already not a good look. They don't need more racial tension and stuff. One moment, my cat just knocked something off the counter that rattled, like a pill bottle. Oh, it was allergy meds, and it didn't burst open. That's good. Overall, extremely... Yeah, like, in my opinion, it has the potential to be really good. I will be right back. My cat is still being a menace. Stevie, no. Behold the menace. No. Alright. I haven't seen it, so I can't, you know, say exactly what I think about it. And like, really, it could be good, you know. There is potential there, in my opinion, for it to be a pretty good thing. But at the same time, I may or may not get into it just purely because of all of my interactions and experiences with it has been very limited and stuff. Like Harry Potter as a whole, not the reboot. Yeah, like, I know from, like, listening to other people who are more invested in this than I am. Even if it's, like, only a little bit more invested. The movies just completely left out Harry and Ron's, relationship. Yeah, but like... Yeah, like... Honestly, the most I've interacted with Harry Potter recently has been, honestly watching the Harry Potter musical from Star Kids. That's the most I've done recently. like. Why are most of the super strong characters immune to toxic in this game? Alright, come on. Nightwing. Get the stuff. Just jogging along. There we go. I think oh, there it is. There we go. Got the mini kit. Just gotta switch over to bomb suit. Load that. Just gotta switch over to. I guess we'll do poison ivy. Yeah, like the books themselves are. They're decent. I'll say that. Where it's like the last few got a little too dark for my tastes, but or like the last ones got a little too dark for my tastes. But that's not saying that they're bad books or anything. The world building is just kind of not there though. That's like just one of the things about it. About like Harry Potter in general. There's like mentions of world building, like, oh, the giant wars or stuff like that. But then there's like no follow-up on that mention. And those mentions sound really, really cool. And personal opinion, J.K. Rowling in the first book honestly wrote Hermione so she wouldn't have to world build and explain the world. Let's avoid that for right now. Yeah, but I really do hope it is good because, you know, like, even though I probably won't engage with it or much, I hope it brings joy to the people who will engage with it and be happy with it. Like, that's my hope with all media. Like, I hope for the people that, you know, like that media, it's good. Like, I can really recognize just because I like something doesn't mean everyone will. And just because everyone else likes something doesn't mean I will. And that isn't a bad thing. That's just a part of life. Alright, let's see what we build. I bet it's a crocodile. No, it's Killer Croc's bow. Alright. Let me get another drink of water. We still got a few more to go. Hi. Hi, Missy. Lou's company. Alright. Gotta smash everything in here for Nightwing to suck it up. Alright, let's see if my game crashes again. In which case we can just, or my stream crashes again. I'm glad this one isn't timed. Oh, it is. Shoot. Just gotta line it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, go back to the beginning and line it up again. I hate these ones. Yes! I got it! Wasn't exactly first try, but, you know, close enough. Wait. Man-Bat is super strong. Cool. Man-Bat. Alright. Let's get into here. Run these people over. I missed it. There we go. Continue on our rampage. Wait, does Man-Bat not have a sonic scream in this? I thought for sure he would. Where did I leave Harley Quinn? One. What need I do? Yeah. Come on. Come this way. There, got rid of the crocodiles. Alright. To the Batcave. Oh boy. Area of effect. Really did not collect that many studs there. But that's not gonna matter, we're gonna get 100. It's an elephant. I like turtles. God damn it. It's been a long couple weeks for me. Now let's just make sure everything is done. Alright, let's do the penguin layer. Come on. There's 6. Oh, that's what that sound is. It's raining. Alright, the penguin and Catwoman. There are 4 items in here. This is like one of the only ones that has like items in the like the boss arena. yeah, to finish my thought on, like, race swapping a character, it's literally just like, if it makes sense and it does, and the race did not add anything to the character, where's the penguin? There he is. I have new respect for the birds. Like, a character from Africa being white, unless it's explained why they're white, does not make any more sense than a character from Norway being black, unless it's explained why they're black. Charge. There we go. And their heads. And they got little guns. I love the little penguins in this game. They're so cute. I want to build one. And give it a gun so it can stick people up. Alright. We've completed yet another level. The Batman portion of the game is almost over. Suit upgrades. More detonations. Nice. Now I can have 6 bombs at a time. Alright, 4 more from Batman. From the Batman levels. And then we're done with Batman. Well, I mean, not with the game, but with, the Batman levels. go. Let's get this going. Oh my goodness. I'm playing for 2 hours. Going. Back across. Joker, tell your goons to calm down. There we go. Open up. Alrighty. Oh, what? And clamp that down. Alright, we got 6 out of... And we got to rescue the person. It's Four-Face! Did you actually know there's a DC character, at least briefly named Four-Face? They're a Two-Face variant from another dimension. They're mentioned like once and, you know, never again. Or at least to my knowledge. I love his little noise that he makes. Switch into the Robin, or the Nightwing in this case. Nope. Missed. Best known for their toxic waste immunity. I don't think they are. I was gonna be like, oh, why doesn't Man-Bat get the toxic waste immunity? And I was like, Well, I mean, I'm fairly certain bats aren't immune to toxic waste as much as, or poison as much as any other character. But then again, plants, I keep hitting that one spot because I'm like, surely I'm far enough. Alright. There we go. Seven out of 10. I can't tell if I'm doing it just doing it wrong, or if I'm genuinely not supposed to do this. That time almost worked. No, I'm genuinely not supposed to do that. Okay. There we go. Hopefully I don't need poison ivy for anything. Let's climb up here. Turn that off. Alright, let's get it going. Alrighty. not seen hide nor hair of the citizen in peril. Let's freeze it up. Chill. Goodness. These guys want to join the join a fan club or something with how much they're cheering me on. No, that isn't right. It's blue and red. Now it's blue and yellow. Yellow and blue. Now it's red and yellow. And there we go. Come on. Fine, I'll use the character that's meant to do it. And there we go. Freeze batarangs. Alright, let's see here. How much we can get from this. Oh, it's Mad Hatter's hat. I was wondering what that was. let's do one more mission. And then I'll call it a night. I've toppled the bus-yarchy. Oh, he's so dainty when he walks across it. Alright, we just need the red brick and the... Come on! Just let me put my explosives! Ah. Got the two short people. Well, that was an easy duck. Oh, that just gives studs, okay. What the heck is this? Oh. It must be like one of those old fortune teller type things. or meant to represent one. Come on. And out we go. Life out. We are breakneck pace in this one. was actually a pretty decent upgrade. We're slowing down from the breakneck pace. Alright, the blue goes in the blue house. I can't do the... Can't put it all in the blue house. That's a shame. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't want to hurt him. Don't want to hurt you. There we go. Yay. So let's cook off the clown here, and I heard that you had a little bit of a clown problem. There we go. Got that one done. Alright, I do not think I have enough time to do another, unfortunately. So that is where I'm going to end today's stream. Have a good night, y'all. Well, as soon as this gets done. And we see what we built. And I guess, yeah. Have a good night, y'all, as soon as this is done. Alright, there we go. Let's check our progress. What percentage are we at now? We started at 73. 85. Wow. Well, have a good night, y'all.